Right now, the place you are in is safe. There is light around you, there is air, and breathing is easy. But in a moment, we are going to a place where the human body was never meant to exist, into the depths of the oceans. This is the largest area on Earth, and at the same time, the least understood. Although oceans cover 71% of our planet, only a very small portion of them has been explored in detail. The rest remains in darkness. Today, we will descend into that darkness, a darkness that cannot even be fully drawn on maps. And we will ask one question: what really exists in the depths that humanity cannot reach? When you look at the ocean from above, everything seems calm. But as you descend deeper, the world begins to change. The first 100 meters are still familiar. There is light. There are colors. Life exists as we know it. But after 200 meters, colors begin to fade. Red disappears. Yellow vanishes. Even blue slowly fades away. At 500 meters, light becomes weak. And at 1,000 meters, the sun disappears completely. Here, night begins. But this is not a night we recognize. The silence is dense, the pressure is merciless, and the darkness consumes everything. This region is known as the Midnight Zone, and for humans, it is a boundary. Yet even beyond this boundary, life exists. Deep-sea creatures resemble nothing found on the surface. Because here, survival does not require beauty, nor speed. The only thing that matters here is staying alive. Some creatures are completely transparent. Others are blind, because sight has no real purpose. Some produce their own light. This light is used to lure prey, to scare predators, or sometimes simply to show that they are not alone. Most of these creatures never rise to the surface in their entire lives, which means we know them only from a few seconds of camera footage, and perhaps that is why we do not fully understand them. For centuries, sailors spoke of enormous things they saw in the depths. Shadow-like beings, massive shapes moving beneath their ships. For a long time, these stories were considered myths, until the giant squid was discovered. This creature proved that stories once dismissed as fantasy were not entirely imaginary. Today, scientists openly say this: there may be very large creatures in the deep oceans that have not yet been discovered, because we have barely looked there at all. The deepest known point on Earth is the Mariana Trench, approximately 11 kilometers deep. The number of people who have descended there does not exceed the fingers of one hand. The pressure is so extreme that it is difficult for the human mind to comprehend. Yet despite this, life has been found there as well. This discovery completely changed everything we knew about the limits of life. If life can exist here, where else might it exist? Some shapes detected on the ocean floor are still debated within the scientific community. Straight lines, sharp angles, circular structures. Were they formed by nature, or was there something else in the past, now submerged beneath the sea? There are no clear answers to these questions, but one thing is certain: sea levels have risen and fallen many times throughout history, and some things were left behind. Oceans are not only mysterious, they are essential. A large portion of the oxygen we breathe is produced by microscopic organisms in the oceans. Climate balance depends heavily on the seas. The cycle of life begins here, yet we are warming the oceans, polluting them, and slowly consuming them. Perhaps the silence of the oceans is a warning. The oceans remind us of one thing: Humans are not the owners of everything. The planet still keeps secrets, and perhaps the greatest secrets of all rest in the depths where light never reaches. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so we can explore the unknown depths of the oceans together. In the next video, we will go even deeper.